Hi Cancer, this is your horoscope for November 2017. Thanks for joining me. It's really nice to be with you today. Now Mars is the archetypal male principle, and that is in Libra in your 4th house all month. Now Mars is the masculine, it's drive, it's what I want, it's uncompromising. It rules the sign of Aries, which is really on the other side of the chart now. So Mars is forced to be much more considerate of other people's needs and desires. It's not kind of able to bulldoze its way through life, and it has to listen to other people. That serves you very well because it's in your 4th house of family. So you may be able to make a lot of progress by building positive communication with family members and really resolve issues if there are any, without kind of overstepping the mark and being too much. Saturn is in your 6th house. Saturn is the planet of structure and security, and that trines Uranus, the planet of eccentricity and energy, which is sitting in your 10th house, and they form this positive relationship with each other all month long. Okay? So Uranus in Aries in your 10th house is going to give you a great desire to move ahead with your work and to make some sort of independent to do something independently, whether that's self-employed or to work on a project on top of what you're doing in your working life. Your Saturn in Sagittarius is confused about what your day-to-day routine is about. Am I really happy in this job? Do I really want to do what they're telling me to do? Or do I want to do something independently? And you'll start to notice that you get ideas about how to do things yourself, which are going to feel much more comfortable than what you're being told to do. On the 4th of November, the full moon occurs in Taurus, and that happens in your 11th house. So I'll make a separate video on the full moon and the new moon because they can be quite complicated, and I'll give you more details on that. But it's in your 11th house in Taurus, which means that when it comes to friendships and relationships and where you're situated in life, you're going to feel very comfortable. And for you at the beginning of the month here during this full moon, it's a really good idea to just relax and have fun and to enjoy your time with friends and family. On the 5th of November through until the 19th of November, we've got Venus, the planet of love and beauty. That joins your Mars in the 4th house, and it joins it in Libra. So whenever you put the male and the female together, you've got some nice new beginning there. And Venus also, even though it's in a separate house to Jupiter, it's within 10 degrees of Jupiter, so it conjuncts Jupiter. So as you can see, Venus is love and beauty, Jupiter is good luck, the Sun is your identity, Mars is drive and desire, and the 4th and 5th house are family, romantic relationships, children. So all of this good news energy is happening in your 4th and 5th houses. So in November here, you're really not going to have any problems with family life. If anything, it's going to improve. It's going to be harmonious in terms of family, and it's going to be intense in terms of romance. Could be intense with children. So if you're single, it's great to kind of meet someone. If you're in a family situation, it's good to make that more harmonious. If you're in a romantic relationship already, but you're not perfectly satisfied, then it's a great time to deepen the connection and to do something about that. So that's really positive. So this lasts until the 19th of November. On the 6th of November, we've got Mercury, the communication planet. That moves into Sagittarius in your 6th house, and it sits on top of this Saturn, and it blends with this energy of Uranus in your 10th. Mercury is the communication planet. In Sagittarius, it's really able to put out a lot of information and receive a lot of information. So it's quite happy in that sign. So the future of what you're going to do work-wise, whether you're doing it independently or with other people or for other people, that's going to become much clearer, and you're going to have a real sharp focus when it comes to what you want to do with your working life and where do you see that going, which hasn't always been the case. Okay, on the 7th, Venus moves into Scorpio, so she moves out of Libra here in your 4th house, and she joins Jupiter in Scorpio. So Venus becomes even more intense, even more loving, even more focused on romantic relationships. and the conjunction between them becomes much stronger, so they move closer towards each other. So this is really the best time now for new relationships to begin, to experience good luck in your love life, and to have your identity here in this 5th house in Scorpio. You're comfortable with the emotional side of things. So it's a great time to really meet someone who is a genuine partner, not just because they drive the right car or they look good or they have the right, they look good on paper. It's about genuine feelings, it's about connection, it's about making a soul connection with another person. On the 10th of November through until the 27th, Mars in your 4th house begins to square Pluto in your 7th house. So they form friction between each other. Pluto is the planet of transformation and change. In your 7th house, it's changing your relationships. And Mars in Libra in your 4th house, as I said, makes you much more compromising, understanding, and considerate. And because of that, your relationships improve for the better. That's from the 10th until the 27th, so that works very well for you. On the 18th, we've got the new moon in Scorpio. That happens in your 5th house. So the moon has moved now and joins the sun and recharges itself in your 5th house, pulling in Scorpio energy. Again, I'll make a separate video on that, but this is wonderful new beginnings in terms of your love life, in terms of your romantic relationships. Also from the 18th of November until the 12th of December, Mercury in Sagittarius in your 6th house gets closer to Saturn in Sagittarius in the 6th, and the doubts about your career are going to fall away as the month progresses, and you're going to get clearer and clearer in terms of what it is you want to do in that area of your life. So you don't have to do anything really with the love and romantic side of things. That's going to come to you. What you can really figure out and sort out for yourself is what you care about in your career. And if you're someone who wants to make themselves independent, who wants to become self-employed, this is your month to do it. It's really helpful. This harmonious relationship will really blast out the doubts and the lack of clarity that you've had up until now. So I hope that gives you an idea of what you're working with here in November. If you'd like a private reading with me, then please get in touch via my website. It's gregoryscott.com. Click on the readings tab to order your reading. I look at your astrology and your tarot and the numerology in readings. And the astrology chart is a blueprint of your soul. It tells me what your life purpose is, what your vocational aptitudes are, what your strengths and weaknesses are, what's coming up in future in terms of love, relationship, family, children, spirituality, health, spiritual progress, all of those things. So if you're interested in that, please get in touch via the website. Please remember to subscribe to this YouTube channel. It's free of charge, and I'll speak to you next month.